Welcome to the next podcast from Millinery.Info. I'm your host, Lauren Ritchie, and it's so wonderful to have you joining me for this episode of Millinery.Info. In this series, we welcome leading milliners across the globe into your ears and studio. It's so wonderful today to bring you this interview with Jordi from Sombrerería Mil in Barcelona. He speaks about the family legacy of the business of this iconic hat store located in Barcelona, their involvement in Barcelona Hat Days, and the iconic Barcelona hat stroll, which should be on everyone's millinery bucket list in my opinion. Before we dive in, I'd like to take a moment to thank our Patreon podcast sponsors for their support of this series. This would not be possible without them. Jennifer Hertz Millinery, the Millinery Retreat School of Millinery, HATalk Australia, Hat Academy, Hatters Millinery Supplies, Judith M. Millinery Supply House, Hats by Lico, Lifted Millinery, Louise McDonald Milliner, Millinery Australia, The Hat Magazine, Barcelona Hat Days, and we're pleased to welcome HATalk to our lineup of sponsors. You can find a link to each of these businesses in our show notes, either on your podcast app or through our website. You might also see the podcast series appearing on Hat Academy. Thank you so much to Matt and Elaine for their support, and on the pages of HATalk. Thank you so much to Mary Jane Baxter for the support. Thank you for listening today. While we have our wonderful lineup of sponsors, I'd also like to invite you to show your support of this series in your own way. This might be sharing it on your social media, putting the link in a chat with some of your millinery friends, or signing up to become a Patreon supporter with the Millinery.Info You Inspire Me, or a little thanks to Millinery.Info. You can find this link in our Patreon. Thank you so much to Jordi for his time and sharing just part of the Sombrerería Mil story with us on this podcast. Jordi, thank you so much for joining me today on the Millinery.Info podcast. It's going to be so exciting to hear more about Sombrerería Mil and the legacy that it is in Barcelona. Could you start telling us a little bit about how it all started, how the hat shop began?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, first of all. And well, how it all started. I'm the fifth generation of the family, and the business it's been always in the family. And we started in 1856 in Barcelona, but in another location.
Oh.
That location was more close to the center, but in that period of time, not right now. And it was the second generation, and Tomás Antonés. It was the godfather of my grandpa. When Barcelona, well, if you know a little bit of story of Barcelona, we were a tiny town and we were surrounded by the city walls. And in the first, at the beginning of the 20th century, they removed the city walls, so the city started growing. And when that happened, the center of the city moved to what it right now. It's Plaza Catalonia Square, Plaza Catalunya. And the second generation had the view of moving the store to the actual location in 1917, and it was a very successful decision. And from that, my grandpa, his parents died early when he was a kid, and his godfather took him, and that's why we have this cross transference of the company. And yeah, after my godfather, my grandpa, it was for my mother, and now it's me who is taking charge of this. And in a quick resume, that's the simple story. It's fun that we were there on the First World War, Second World War, the Spanish flu. We survived a lot already.
Through a lot.
Yeah.
When it began, was it stocking? Were they making hats as part of the business, or was it just selling other people's work? What did it look like?
No, if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning, it was before starting the company, we were already doing caps, not hats, I think. And my mom always say that she remembers from she was young that at home they had like some sewing machines and they were crafting caps there. It's true that maybe at the beginning we were more focused on caps. What I remember from my grandparents, my grandma was the one doing caps and she was very good at it, and my grandpa was the one doing the hats. It was, but at home, my mom says that they used to have like sewing machines and everything there, so they work at home also.
All encompassing.
Yeah, yeah.
And what does the business look like today? What do you make versus buy in?
It's changing, definitely changing. Especially in Spain, we had this social movement called we call it sin sombrerismo, like without hats. It's what happened after the Civil War. Um, because wearing hats or not wearing it points you to one of the sides of the war. And
I
also, I think I still have like a little flyer saying like if you wear hats, you are like a communist or something like that. I'm not, I don't remember exactly which side it is, but I remember having
yeah,
the flyer. We also
yeah,
think that the car, the like the cars were tinier than the old cars, so at some point, like
yeah,
wearing the hat, it's not comfortable. So we ended in the situation that no one wears a hat, and right now it's coming back. It's been like go and back of going back to fashion and back and forward. Now we have all those hatters doing like the cowboy style burn and they do a lot of TikToks about that. It's interesting. What I see now, it's more like it's kind of coming back to fashion. People, it's more easier, especially caps.
mhm,
But all the
yeah,
business is changing. Like for example, what I'm trying to focus a lot these days, it's on the website. We've been investing a lot in the having a good website, and we consider it like a second store, but like a real store, not just a website.
yeah.
And I have a team working on that. So yeah, it's changing.
The big project.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been there for a long already. Because it always moves, it always change, and it's like you cannot stop investing kind
Yeah,
of. But yeah,
absolutely. And there's so many variables in a hat, like the sizing and then the coloring and then variations of style and being able to communicate that in a way to the customer that they can
yeah,
find what they need and feel confident about buying
yeah.
online.
The common point I see, like in the past, like in my past at least, it's because the hat went out of fashion, and now people is starting to be interested, but they don't know anything about it. People doesn't know,
Yeah.
and one of the things that we detected on the website is that even with the website, people wants to come and try it. Yeah. So I think it's the link between the future and the past. I still want to try it.
Yes.
So yeah.
Do you find that people have done research using your website before they come into the store?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. There is a huge part of the people who came that apparently by the the numbers, the statistics on the website, yeah, there is a lot of people who
Very
first
nice.
take a look and they come.
Are you still producing hats under the brand you mentioned about your grandparents having machines at home? Is the company still making their own label?
Yeah, yeah. We're still using some of his equipment, and yeah, we are producing. We produce special like custom hats or some special hats for theaters or shows. Um, and sometimes if we have time, we do a little own collection, but just like a few pieces. And yeah, that's we still produce. We have two stores, and the second one is it's half of it. It's a workshop, but we all
Mhm.
do custom made. Like it's not the cheapest, but it's all handmade.
It's a beautiful space. I have been, and it's a very you've got a kind of nearly two distinct, I guess, personalities between the shops.
Hmm.
Could you tell
Yeah.
us about the retail space? How is that set up, and what do you have? What type of hats do you have in there?
Yes. In the retail, we we are like in Barcelona. There are like all stores. They can be part of a group called emblematics, like iconic stores of the city. We are one of them, and it's interesting because I don't have like one target of customer. I have like all the ranges of ages, all like I have like the old man coming for his cab to young people wanting like a tracker cab or like someone who needs to suit up and dress up and they want a borsalino. So I have all the everything, and it's something that we want to transmit in our retail. Like we want to like I think that the store has a huge personality like by itself, and we try to transmit like we are at the service of Barcelona, and we take care of all the details and try to be very shiny and clean and well placed, but yes, always keeping the essence.
There's lots of parts of the business to manage, making, and also you've got to buy in that stock as well. How many people do you have in the team?
We're at the moment seven people. Yeah, 6 7 people.
Wow, quite a big team.
Yeah, well, we have different departments. Like we have like retail department, we have website department, and the workshop department. So we have a lot of people. Yeah, it's true. But if you want to manage all of that, you need. We try to be less, but it's not possible. It's not possible.
You're you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
The hats that you're stocking in store, do you go to trade shows to buy that, or how do you decide what's going to be available?
We like to go to fairs like fashion fairs, or even go to see the the crafter. And it's true we also have that representation that come to a store, and we make an appointment and we check new collections. But it's true that we lost that a little bit during COVID, but we liked it before
Yeah,
COVID. We used to go like twice a year to a fair like or Paris or PT Uomo. We never been in PT Uomo. Well, my mother, he was.
yeah.
We used to go to Dusseldorf or Paris, and It's actually very nice because you always find something new every time you go, and it's true that you have to go there. It's kind of expensive, but you get a lot of feedback in the trends and options and new products. And it's something that we're trying to do again, but it's yeah, since COVID now we're trying to move. This year it's been difficult with all uh, the the construction, and we had to move the store. Now we have to move the store back. Now with the raining that we are having in Barcelona, like part of the workshop, it's the ceiling, it's falling apart. We'll have to do construction there again probably, but it's okay. We will survive.
And the workshop, how many people in that work in the workshop, and how do you take on orders? Are they custom makes? Do you have people coming back to you every year? What kind of work do you do?
We have uh the customers that, yeah, we have recurring customers, a few that they want like their hat, and but also we have customers for theaters, or that they always come back. We are also working with a fashion brand, and we are doing their hats, and for now they came back a couple of times. So
I remember when I was visiting you, there was someone creating this amazing wire frame. I think it was, I don't know if it was for a dance performance or something, but it was just,
yeah,
um, I think maybe a dancer or a samba something.
yeah, yeah,
It's just
yeah,
such
yeah,
a different type of hat.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And in the new contrast, I think you were blocking felt at the same time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, my mother, he knows a lot of millinery also. Like he did crazy stuff, honestly. Like he knows a lot of techniques, and yeah, you see, we can do everything mostly. Yeah, it's
When did you
the
start
only
making hats?
I did start. I'm not the crafter per se. I know how to do them. I'm not an expert. I did some like in the basic ones. I can do them no problem. It's my brother who is more like the artist, the crafter, and my mother. I'm learning, eh? I'm learning, but it's true that I'm more focused on management, to be honest. And sometimes I help when we need to block a top hat. That's my call.
You're the one that can do it to.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
When did when did you start working in the business yourself?
Well, I started as a salesman on 2012, 2013. After I finished, I'm a biologist, by the way. I'm a
Ah,
microbiologist. I did my
I did
master.
see this in your email signature, and I wondered where that fitted in.
Yeah, I'm a microbiologist. I did my master thesis and everything, but I finished on the worst moment of the economical crisis in Spain. Especially it was the year who was affecting the most to the science world in Spain. So I was trying to find a job, but I even tried to work for free, and they were not able to take me because there was no money. So at the end, after a couple of years of looking for a job, I had to do something, and I joined the store, and I liked it, and I stayed. There was a moment that I stopped. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I it was 20 before COVID. I 2018 I went to Canada. Then I came back. I stayed COVID here, and or when I was in Canada, is when I met my future wife. And after COVID, I went to Canada again with a visa, and I stayed like a couple of years there working. And then now I came back and I started working again on the store. And I started doing, well, I always known how to do the hats. Like I always been steaming the brims. Like for example, when if there is a customer, like a usual customer who came, like, hey, my brim is a little bit floppy. Can you steam it? I block it, no problem. But like do the whole process, I started when I came back from Canada, and I've been doing some. But I'm telling you, I'm more like the manager.
Well, so you've got a great family team as well. Does your mum still work in the business?
Yeah. She's getting ready for retirement, but she's not gonna never retire. I know her. No, she's never gonna retire. She's actually doing she's applying for this retirement that you can still work a little bit, so she can be at the store. I don't see my mother at home resting, honestly. No, it's not gonna happen. So yeah,
She's quite the
she
powerhouse.
yeah. And yeah, and even my father, he's retired, but my father is like a wood crafter, and he's doing, sometimes he does some blogs for us. He knows how to do it, so this
Fantastic.
is also good. And yeah, my brother, it's taking a rest, same way I did a few years ago, but probably he will come back. So we are all involved, more or less.
Great family business.
Yeah.
What you mentioned about how the hats have been kind of coming back. What have been some highlights about seeing the hat wearing culture returning in Barcelona?
It's interesting. Well, what it's coming back, like caps. Caps are really on the top at the moment. Like duck peak. The Irish caps, like the 8 panel, they are a little bit down at the moment. They're still being sold. Um, and hats per se. Um, we got a interesting data these days that we were in the workshop. Like last year on the usual place, we hats were kind of going down on sales, but now it's the second item we sell, I think, in the new one, in the
Fantastic.
temporal location. It was interesting. Like last year we are not selling much hats, but this now that we are in a different location, we are selling more hats than usual.
Just yeah. Are people
Interesting.
generally,
I don't know.
yeah,
Hmm?
no, it is. Are people leaning towards more felt or straw styles?
Felt. Straw, it's really seasonal. Like straw and there is people coming for Panama in winter, but it's mostly people who is traveling or they want to do a present for someone who really knows hats. But it's really seasonal. After September, it's the people stop asking for Panamas in general. Then it's the felt.
So it is quite specific to the weather of what's happening in the city.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And especially these couple of last years, it was really attached to the weather. I remember in the past, like yes, of course, summer, straw, winter, felt, but we're still selling the other a little bit, but we are feeling a lot these days when it rains or when it's cold. It's really, I think the needs, people buy it because they need it, no, not more for fashion kind of. We still have fashion involved, but people, that's why caps are so on demand, because people want something easy and useful. You just put on the head, and for men or women, this the same.
Christina de Prada's organized the Barcelona Hat Stroll for what are we up to, 20 more
Yeah, a lot.
years, more than many. And it's coming up in April. How has Sombrero been involved with this event?
We always do something. My mother is always very involved that day. Like, it's a week that we know at the store that we cannot count on her because she's like away doing something, like,
She's
or
busy.
he, yeah, she's on the, or in the Hat Days market, or she's doing a workshop somewhere. And so we always try to, we we made some publicity on our customers. We always try to do some workshops on our store, like showing, like telling people like, come and do your hat, or for the straw. And we help a little bit also with the organization. We are a point of delivering flyers and things, like the volunteers that came and make all the publicity around the city. Christina, sometimes she leaves the papers at the store, and they came and take it. And yeah, we help. We help a little. We're trying to get more involved
What does,
also.
yeah, what does it's quite an iconic event. There's what, how many 2,000 people strolling through the center of Barcelona wearing hats. What does that kind of, it's quite a what does that mean for the local industry and for you guys as a hat shop?
Well, it's always publicity, that's for sure. And for us, it's good. It's always good. It's publicity where it's like a speaker, so people know us. And I mean, the truth is that we're still there, so uh, it's good for sure. It's a nice
Absolutely.
event.
And
Also, it's interesting to go and see what people wears. And you have a lot of variety of people. You have the historical recreators, you have the cosplayers, you have um, just normal people with a hat, people who does like special odd hats, or it's very interesting to see. There is always about hats, so that's good for me.
we always wondered about the hat. That's great. And your mum must love the in the last couple of years they've introduced the hat days before the stroll leading up to it with the market and the workshops as well. So it's just definitely a growing event.
Yeah, we're even doing we are promoting workshops at our store. We are doing beginners classes of hats, like, and our plan is to give more and more. So a little bit the idea is to share the culture of hats and show it to people, and it's having like a good welcome on the customers.
Who teaches the classes?
My mother, my brother, and I do sometimes. I'm the one who did the less, but I teach a couple.
Okay, good team.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you were doing some work on the shop. What's been happening? What are some of the changes that have been going on?
Well, in retail, not much because the store it's already working on and has its inertia. Where I'm really working on it's on the website. It's one of the things that and new projects. We have a couple of new projects ongoing, and uh, we're working on that. And I'm managing mostly, managing, organizing project. Sometimes I go and take a. It's important to be at the store time to time at least and help selling. I do that once or twice a week, more or less. But I'm mostly managing projects. We have projects with customers, like because we do custom hats, like one for TV shows, theaters or whatever, like big
Mm,
events. Each is a special project. It's not something like you can just pull out of your your pocket. Like no, I
yeah.
they just want a fedora. It's never like that.
No,
It's and it's like you saw, like the thing you saw that we were creating. Like it's always a project. There is always something. It needs to be worked.
yeah. And the renovations on the shop, what are you changing? What's happening there?
Oh, they are amazing. Um, we are very happy with it, and the facade, the window, it's the same because it's a protected store. Like nothing can be changed. And what changes a little bit, it's if you remember, you have the first room, and then you go in the corridor. So this corridor is a little bit wider. So that's good because it used to be very, in Christmas, that was a point where people get stuck. And on the inside, it's slightly bigger, I think. And well, the offices, we made it. Now they are a little bit higher because before there was a place where you have to bend to go through the to the door. Now everything it's normalized and it's fine.
Normal
But
light.
yeah, um, yeah. Today we are bringing the furniture there, new furniture, and we're not gonna change much, honestly. It's renovated. It looks. We changed the light, so it has a brighter light. It has like it looks. Maybe it's because we have the furniture. We don't have the furniture there yet, so it looks very shiny and clean and new. But yeah, no, we're not gonna change anything. In terms of retail, probably the inside we will have it closed back when it's not Christmas or big seasons, so it's easier to manage. And inside we used to have the fascinators and millinery, and that will probably move it permanently to the workshop because we have a I think it's this product needs time. Like it's not something that I want a cap. Okay, let me try three. Okay, I want this one. It takes time, so we prefer to have more dedicated space for that. Actually, on the past, we had a dedicated space only to fascinators. I don't know if you know that.
Mm,
We closed it for the crisis because it was too expensive then.
mm,
But it was really nice. It was one of the pleasures of my mother, and we rented like flats above in the same building. And there it was just an apartment just with sofas, and all the fascinators were there so people can go and take time and change clothes. That was a very nice idea. it's sad we had to pull it back. Who knows? I kind of want to not recreate that because it's not possible, but at least have like a more dedicated space in the workshop for fascinators and all of that.
Yeah. When you were renovating, did you have to move out of the shop entirely? That must have been a very big project.
Oh yeah, yeah, we had to empty all of it. They renovated all of it. Like one of the big problems is that the building was very old and needs to be normalized, and the landlord was renovating the whole building, and that means our store too. And I know they had to remove the floor and change the pipings, and it was a big thing. And they ran a lot to finish it, honestly. That's it.
Where did all the hats go? And while it was being renovated, you
Well,
still would
this
have needed to run
summer
retail.
on the workshop, and on summer we did a big sale this summer. We managed the sales of this year. They were lower than usual because of that, and we bought less, and we sell like on sales for this summer. We sold a lot. Like we did some good sales, so we have less things to move.
It'll be exciting to be back in your iconic retail space though and
Yeah,
be
yeah,
ready to
yeah.
go for another season.
Yeah, we are very excited, and it really looks very nice. We are very happy. Like uh, I think in English it's also called like chicken skin, piel de gallina. It's a phrase that we say in Catalan. That when you have the chicken skin, it's like you are like really shocked and excited, but in the good way.
I like that. I've tried
There was another, maybe it was in French. In French, I think it exists in French, the same expression. I have the chicken skin.
the excitement. I like it.
Yeah,
So if someone was visiting for the Barcelona Hat Days and the stroll, will the new shop be set up ready for visitors? Are you hoping?
yeah. We will have it ready this month. In February, we will be there already. And the big event that we are planning, it will be or March or May. At the end, what we want is share the culture of hats in Barcelona and to the world.
Absolutely. It's such a beautiful space and amazing to be still in the family and still making hats in an amazing city.
Yeah, thank you. No, we are very happy with it, honestly. Right. It's a beautiful work. It's a beautiful business. I have a nice team, so I'm very happy, to, to be honest.
Thank you so much, Jordi, for your time today. It's so exciting to hear about this amazing business, and hopefully everyone can join you uh, during the Barcelona Hat Days and the Hat Stroll.
Yeah. Uh, we'll be happy to see you again, Lauren. It will be very nice.
Thank
We're
you.
very
That's
excited
very
for
cool.
this year.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed hearing about Jordi and the business and adding Barcelona Hat Days and Hat Stroll to your calendar. Christina does some amazing work alongside Nina to set up these amazing events, and we hope that you'll enjoy them. Thank you to our Patreon podcast sponsors, Barcelona Hat Days itself, The Hat Magazine, Millinery Australia, Louise McDonald Milliner, HATalk, Lifted Millinery, Hats by Lico, Judith M. Millinery Supply House, Hatters Millinery Supplies, Hat Academy, Hat Blocks Australia, the Millinery Retreat School of Millinery, and Jennifer Hertz Millinery. And we're pleased to welcome HATalk to our lineup of sponsors. You can find a link to each of these businesses across on the show notes, which is in your podcast app or on the MillineryInfo website, where you'll also find some photos that accompany this episode. If you're a business and would like to hear your name mentioned, head across to our Patreon page, where you can sign up to become a podcast sponsor of this series. I'm your host, Lauren Ritchie. It's been so wonderful to bring this episode of Millinery Info, and I look forward to talking hats with you again soon.